Yeah, it's been a fantastic week this week for a couple of reasons. Not only the Hero Open, but also the EDGA tournament that's been going on this weekend. The European Disabled Golf Association has had an 8-man field compete for a prize, which is if you win over these 2 days, you get to go to Dubai at the end of the season. And alongside me is Kip Popert, who unbelievably, Kip, got around this golf course in 66 blows this morning.
Yeah, that was nice. I didn't really make a mistake, so I can't complain.
How excited were you when you found out that you would be coming here to compete in this?
Yeah, very excited. You know, I practiced to have the opportunity to play in the biggest events against the best players. And so yeah, it just felt like a really good opportunity.
So when you teed off and trying to work out your score, you must have been 5 over going into the second day. So you were under pressure. It was by no means yours for the taking.
No, and you know, I think yesterday I made some mistakes, and I just made sure that I didn't make those today, and used those as making those mistakes yesterday to make sure I had a better game plan for today. And then all I wanted to do was keep my lead and make it bigger.
So you went from making mistakes to today where you made no mistakes. This is your scorecard. Look how impressive this is.
Yeah, it's always nice to go bogey free. Yeah, I hold some very nice putts.
Did you feel that you were playing well, that something like that was on the cards?
Yeah, so like yesterday I lost 2 balls where I hit it I don't know how I hit them so far, and they went over the back of greens and were lost. And then when the wind died down, I knew I've done work on my numbers for years, so I knew I could hit my numbers and just land it in the spots I needed to. And
you're in an international field, and everybody's got a different disability. Tell us about yours.
So my disability is called cerebral palsy, and the type I've got is called spastic diplegia. So it basically means that for my lower half, the muscles are in spasticity, so really tight and contracted, and it just it makes walking a bit of a challenge. Yeah, I do a lot of work on my mobility and physical therapy, and I've been doing that since I was 3 or 4 years old.
Wow, so you were taking care of this long before you thought about playing golf?
I was thinking about playing golf then.
When did you start playing golf?
My dad got told by my mum that he couldn't play cricket anymore, so he learnt golf when I was born, and I've been doing it ever since. And it was just I've got 3 siblings, so it was just time I got to spend with my dad alone. So, and then
which is very special.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. So.
Who, growing up, were your golfing heroes?
Sevi's quite cool.
Sevi is very cool. Sevi is the coolest of them all.
So yeah, Sevi. I just liked his grit and determination, because I always knew it wouldn't be easy for me. And if I'm the strongest mentally I can be, then I've got a good chance. So.
And what about players that you might have met this week? Because you've been on the range with all the professionals, everybody on the European Tour, mixing with you guys and chatting away. Who's impressed you?
Well, I can't believe how nice they all are. They all say hello. It's really weird. But Andy Sullivan, I'll give him a shout out. He's been so nice to me since I met him a few weeks ago at the RSM day. And he's better in person than he is on TV, so it's pretty cool.
That is very cool coming from you. What about ambitions for yourself? Because you can clearly play the game very well, shooting 66 around here.
I think my ambitions are higher than anyone thinks, and they always have been. I set my goals high and I work towards them. A goal for me in the future would be to turn professional when the timing's right. It's a tough school, but I've got the determination and the perseverance, I think, to do well.
I actually believe that talking to you. My question to you would be, because you can play in the EDGA events in a buggy, but if you turn professional, would you have to walk?
Yeah.
Would that be a prerequisite?
Yeah, I think so. I think I would have to walk. In the EDGA events, I wouldn't have to walk, I don't think, but maybe in some professional events they'd make me walk. But if it's 18 holes a day, unlike amateur golf, the 36 holes, I can't really do that. 18 holes a day, the hardest challenge for me at golf is walking, and I'll just make the most of it and put one foot in front of the other.
So beyond the physical nature of having to walk, that's one aspect of what you have to do to play golf. What for you is the hardest thing in golf?
Balance.
Right.
Yeah, so, but the beautiful thing is once you make contact with the ball, it's gone. So, my coach always, we've tried for a while to get balance, but as long as I've got it in impact, we're happy.
You're going to the Kazoo next week, which is in the London Club, and I believe that's not far from where you live.
Yeah, 5 minutes from where I live, so that'll be a bit fun. I might be able to pop home and see my mum first. But,
Oh,
yeah.
Is she watching this right now, do you think?
I have no clue, maybe. My granddad's got Sky, we don't, so they might be watching it on the TV there.
Well,
so,
you'll
hi,
need
Mum.
to change that quickly. You'll need to
Yeah.
change that very quickly.
So-
What about your friends?
Yeah, they're all watching it. They've asked me to name drop some things, but, you're right, Max. So, there you go.
Does that mean you're not going to get clobbered down the road? That means he's going to be nice to you?
Oh, no, they'll be horrible. But they're my best
That's
mates.
what you expect.
So,
That's what good mates do. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have a look at how you finished the round then. 17 is, all week has been a nasty par 3. How was it for you?
Yeah, nice. I had a nice number, and that was a right to left putt. I've hit millions of times on my home green, at my home club. So I just imagined I was on that green.
You've got the cap on backwards, Johnny Morgan style.
Yeah, that's just because I don't wear a cap normally. So I wanted to represent my home club. So it just find it a bit weird looking down the cap.
And that's a lovely pitch into the last par
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
And what's your home club? Tell everyone.
Wilderness Golf Club in Sevenoaks. They've supported me my whole life, and yeah, they've been brilliant to me. So yeah.
What a gorgeous way to finish with 2 birdies.
Yeah, I was playing for more than just myself there. So
That's a wonderful thing to say. Did you know, because your second round was going so well, that you kind of had it in the bag? Did you feel that out there?
yeah, I just wanted, in all honesty, I just wanted to go as low as I can because there was no wind. I did a few practice putts in my room, hit 4 putts yesterday and felt something really good with the putter, and so I hit my lines and yeah.
And you can see with that 66, you trounced the field basically. You pulled something out the bag that was remarkable. From being 5 over to 1 under par for the tournament, it's a 12-shot victory over Chris Biggins and Adam Wabi that I spent some time with this week on the range. Fantastic young man, Belgian, 22, same sort of age as
Yeah.
you, and he's got the same condition as
Yes, yeah. So he was the first EDGA player I met, and he's just superb. He's the nicest guy, an incredible golfer. The first time I ever played golf with him, from 160 yards twice in the round, he hit the flag. So he can play. They all can play. So
With your disability, are there degrees of?
yes,
Are there?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So there's a scale, and as I say, having 2 parents that are doctors, I've been able to make the most of what I can, and as I say, I've been on top of it my whole life. And it's just everyone's got their crosses to bear, so you just keep going.
Do you know what I found? It's a very true thing you said. When you meet people, you don't know what they're. Everyone's carrying something. But what I've found with the people in the EDGA that are playing this week, the 8 competitors, the other 7, and you, is joy.
Yeah.
With the hardships that you've all got with your physical limitations, I just see joy all the time.
Yeah, I think you either get better or you get better. So, there's not much else you can do. I can either, I'm going to live with it whatever I do. So, I try and make the most of it. And my granddad always told me to press on, so that's all I do.
Pressing on stoically. What about then going forward into the future? Can you see yourself as a player on that range at some point, as a European Tour player?
Yeah, I felt very comfortable. As I say, I've had operations and done a lot of mental focus, just myself. Imagining when I'll be here and what I'll achieve, and so I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and we'll see what happens.
So next week it's the Kazoo, big
Yeah.
trip down to London. How are you getting down there?
Driving with my caddy Ben. We did it overnight on Tuesday, so that it should be a bit easier during the day. But yeah.
Does Ben always caddy for you?
No, first time.
Oh right, really?
I've never had a caddy before. So.
Never ever?
No, they just said the +1 was free this week, so he's been staying with me in the hotel. So.
Will he caddy for you next week?
Yes.
Now he's 1 and done. Is he
Yeah,
going to go
exactly.
for 2 in a row?
Yeah, I better keep him on the bag. But yeah, he went to uni with me, so all my uni friends might be watching this, so it's pretty cool.
Kip, great to meet you. Fantastic young person. Continuity with your golfing career will be wonderful for us on Sky Sports to watch, and one day see you get to the European Tour and we'll find you on the fairways.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Well done, Kip.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Great to meet you.
Cheers.